Well, hey there. I'm a music teacher. I've written 10 books on music, 6 of which have hit #1 bestseller in their categories on Amazon. I'm also a video game music composer. I've composed music for 3 indie games. 2D Rally Racer, a Minimalist Rally 2D, excuse me, Yes My Warlord, and Medieval Legends. It's a little early in the morning, and I don't know how to talk, but that's fine. Today I'm going to be answering questions from my Questone community on music. So we're going to jump in and get started. I'm going to share my screen and we are going to kick this thing off. All right, so first off, we have a question from Junho Park. Junho's got their first composition coming along here. Fantastic. Let's give this thing a listen. So what we're going to do here is we're going to open up the PDF. We're actually going to look at it together as we listen to it. Oh, cool stuff. All right, great. And I'm actually going to play this as well on the MP3. Hey! Claps for Junho. Okay, so Junho, a couple notes for you here. Ha! Pun not intended, but we found our way there. Okay, this is a really fantastic start. Now, Junho, I know you've been crushing on our amazing courses using our new gamified, incredible system. It's like playing Duolingo, but for creating video game music we have over at bestmusiccoach.com. But as fun as that is, I think what you should do this week is don't do a single course. What I want you to do is take this composition you have, this melody, and you're going to go through the following things. You're going to decide which instrument you want playing this melody and when. So it could be one instrument through the whole thing, or you could change off instruments. Number 2, figure out what chords you're going to put behind the melody, and then put those chords there. They don't need to be the exact instrument that's going to be playing the chords, but just put some chords behind there, and then each step of the process, share it in the community. So instead of sharing once a week, like you've been doing, share multiple times during the week so we can have multiple iteration cycles, and I can actually point you in the right direction as we go. Now, once you've got your melody instrument decided, you've got your chords decided, aka your harmony, then what we're going to do is we're going to say, okay, what type of instruments do you want playing that harmony and creating the arrangement for your composition? And so really, really, really fantastic job here. Put the courses on pause. Let's go all in on creating music. And if you get all of that done in the next 48 hours, which if you work very diligently, you very may well, go ahead, start a second piece. Start a second one. Courses on pause for now, all in on music creation. This is where you gotta be. Awesome job, and shout out to Junho. Very first composition. This is a fantastic, fantastic start. We'll love to see this. And this is honestly one of the reasons why we structure things the way that we do over at Best Music Coach, is because, man, once you get a couple of these courses under your belt and you start to figure out which way is up in terms of your music creation, like, it's like the speed, rate, and quality at which people start creating music is just insane. If you're going, well, what do you mean this whole gamified process? Well, here, just real quick, just to show you what I'm talking about so you can have some context when I'm saying this. You can check this out. This is our dashboard. Obviously, this is a preview because it's my account. It's not real, but we have got like streaks every day. We got a streak leaderboard. And then Junho right now is rocking on our release runway. So Junho is like right around here, sharing sketches in the community, step number 4. So what we need to do is we need to be sharing, creating more music right here. And then we'll go to 6, 7, 8, 9. And by 9, you've got professional quality music out on Spotify, YouTube Music, and Apple Music. And yeah, we've got a little courses leaderboard here for people who are completing courses, and obviously our release leaderboard as well. All right, cool stuff. Great, great, great job. Let's do this. Let's go back to the community for number 2. We have a question from Adrian Guzman. Adrian Guzman asks the question, I'm still having trouble trying to figure out what the key signature is going to be just from looking at the tonic. Okay, so for example, if the tonic of the first note is D, interesting. Okay, what's the first thing I have to pay attention to know what key signature it is? On page 107 of Music Theory Workbook 2, and it looks the answer is given to me from the tonic. Like suppose it to be a minor scale and the first note is D, so the key signature is D minor. What if I come across a problem where the first note is F and the key signature is D minor? It's possible to figure out the key signature is just from the note given. From one note, no, it's not typical that you're going to figure out a key signature from one single note that has one instance of that one note. But for this case, Adrian, I've got 2 pieces of coaching for you. My first piece of coaching for you is stop working on your courses and let's create some music. I know that it can feel so good to learn new things in music theory. And music theory is so cool. I don't know about you, I'm an absolute music theory nerd. And so spending time on music theory, at least for me, is like, it is one of the funnest things I can think of doing. So that's the first thing. Now, within that, let's go, if you haven't already, create 30 sketches. And if you haven't already, let's start developing those sketches out. Why? Like we just looked at your first release runway, let's actually get you creating some music instead of just sitting in course land. Course land is a great place to be, but the whole point is to be able to create music. So let's re-steer the ship just a little bit there. Okay, now number 2. I said I had 2 pieces of coaching for you. My second piece of coaching is for you to revisit the Best Music Theory Book for Beginners 1. And if you can just go back in your course too. And go check out how to analyze lead sheets in 3 steps to know the key of a song. It's on page 128. The Best Music Theory Book for Beginners 1 regularly hits #1 bestseller in its category on Amazon. So the page you really want to look at is common notes, right? So it's going to be page 130, step number 3. And that way, you can look at the common notes inside of a key, aka the home tones. But really, you got to look at an entire melody to be able to tell what's going on, and then relative to the key signature as well. All right, and then Adrian, again, I'm just going to reinforce this. Create some music. We need some music. I want to hear, and by the way, a lot of people get stuck up on the idea of my music needs to sound really good the first time I do it. It's like, nope. Did you walk the first time you tried to walk? I didn't. I was a very early walker, but I did not walk the first time I tried to. It was a process, and in the same way, it's a process. And we've got to start creating music to then be able to move the ball down the field. And many times I see clients of mine, they get stuck in a rut for a couple of days of like, it needs to be perfect. Like, there's no way the world can see this until I'm happy with it. It's like, nope. The way you're going to be happy with the world seeing it is actually by being in a controlled environment, a controlled group like this situation where you're getting feedback from me and we're able to move the ball down the field, and that's how we're actually going to grow and move a lot faster. Okay, next up we have an update from Lucas. Lucas says, right now I'm in the process of improving a piece from a song form study. Form study is one of the things we do over here at Best Music Coach for composing video game music. It's when you take a whole bunch of pieces of music that are in a genre or a style or have an instrument in them that you want to be able to compose better, and you actually study all of them in a very specific way. And so he says, I wanted to share my progress with you guys. It's not finished, like the drums are missing, so the chords and the chorus and proper automation and mixing, but it has substance, I guess. If you like or something seems like, okay, great, let's listen. to the right piece. I was not listening to the right piece. There we go. Oh! This is going somewhere. Oh, dude. Oh, dude, this is gonna be so cool. Now, if you've not made a lot of music, you might not be able to listen to this and hear all the places it can go. But if you've been doing music for a little while and you've practiced hearing music at different stages of creation, you will know that this really is a gem, or it's on its way to being a gem. So, Lucas, a couple pieces of coaching for you. Number one, bring in a little bit more reverb, a little bit more delay, and a little bit more space right now, because that's gonna affect your choice of instruments. Like, that guitar is super dry. Get a little bit of space, and even if you want to keep the guitar dry, get some space going on, because that's gonna really inform, at least in my opinion, at this point, what you're gonna put in. Number two, on the guitar, for the lead parts, do more key switches. Do more automation. Make it feel a little bit more alive. Right now, it's a little tight, a little robotic. Other than that, keep going on this. I see the direction you're headed in. It's got Xenoblade potential. It's got some Xenoblade legs on it. So let's go ahead and crush this thing. Absolutely awesome. All right. Next up, we have... Oh, goodness. What a treat. All right, we've got... Kristen is in the house. Kristen has been chunking along through our courses here. Kristen been inching my way, in her words, through the courses, through everything going on in my life. Progress is much slower than I would like. Got it. Now, we actually have some sketches from Kristen, which is fantastic, which means Kristen is over at our step, as you can see. Kristen is right. She finished level 1. She did a little bit of instrumental inspiration. Now she's right here in step number 4. She is sharing the courses. She's not Sharon, she's Kristen, but she's sharing the course. Okay, great. All right, let's check out sketch number 1, 2, 3, and 4 for some feedback. Here we go. Yeah! Awesome job on a first one. So before I give any feedback, when I'm listening through a whole bunch of sketches like this, what I'm actually looking for is not small tactical things. I'm looking for large strategic feedback nodes or signals. And so what I'm gonna do here is I'm actually not gonna give feedback until I listen to the next 3 all in a row. Let's listen to these now. And the reason for that is I saw a whole bunch of patterns there. What I wanna see if there's any recurring patterns throughout what she's done. Because the most effective way to give, especially for beginner composers, is not to give them super tiny, like, tactical things to do. It's to give large strategic, like one large strategic thing to work on at a time. So let's check this out. Nice. Okay, let's keep it going. 2 more. Ooh. Whoa! That was seriously cool. All right, let's keep it going. Last one. Nice. Oh, claps. Claps for Kristen. Okay, Kristen, here are... Ooh. Keep going. Keep going. So what we do at this point is we do 30 sketches. Keep going. These are awesome. So much potential. In terms of directions that I would say is start with number 3 or number 4 if you're gonna expand them, but don't do that yet. You've got so many cool ideas. I wanna see what else you got before we pick a couple of pieces to go in the direction. So basically what it looks like, and this is context for everyone, is once you create your 30 sketches, then we're gonna listen through all of them, or I'll have you pick your favorite like 5 to 10, and then we'll start writing more in each one of those. And then we'll take your top 5, then we'll take your top 3, or sometimes even in the top 10 or the top 5, we're like, okay, we're just gonna work on this one. And then you have your one piece you're working on. So awesome, awesome, awesome job, Kristen. And way to go. One foot in front of the other, in spite of what life's got going on for you, that you're still crushing on creating music. Absolutely awesome. Okay, quick update from Charlie. Charlie says, I'm cruising through Music Theory 1. Woo! Charlie's on step number 2. It's right over here. Charlie's on step number 2. That's Music Theory level 1. And since there's a lot more lessons, yes, the Music Maker, yes, yes there are. My progress does appear slower, but still going strong. 40% done. Awesome. Fantastic, fantastic job. All right, cool stuff. This has been answering questions, looking at the chat to see if there's any questions there. There are not. That means we are going to call it a day here. All right, y'all, if you want to compose and create your own music, I actually have a link for you. Where's that link going to be? We'll find it. Here it is. You can go ahead and click on this here link, come hang out, and I'll pop that in the chat. If you want help composing your own music, click that link. Talk to someone on my team. There's going to be a little video you watch. It explains a little bit about what goes on. And then there's a form you can fill out. Tell us a little bit about you. And then after that, you can book a call. All right. I'll see you in the next one. Again, huge claps to everyone in Quest Tone for absolutely crushing it. And if any of my Gamer Music Creator Guild folks are watching, I'm going to see you live in about 15 minutes here. All right. Take care, guys. I'll see you in the next one. And goodbye. I mean, if I figure out how to end the... Oh, hey, shout out Unstable Chickens. Unstable Chickens, I will see you in about 10 minutes. All right, if I can figure out how to end the stream.